But this is in Cameroon, and so in Cameroon, the average person does not have access to a savings product, right? And this is something that we've talked about previously, just around like um, store of value, inflation hedges, right? So like if you are someone in an emerging market, you don't have access to, let's say, US dollar denominated notes or whatever it is. What do you do with your money to prevent it from being eroded away? Um, and so in Cameroon, the group that we were working with, these MSMEs, so micro and small medium entrepreneurs, they have been um, when they earn money, they don't have options in terms of where they're going to park that money. There are no savings product available for this user base. So when we were surveying them, 9% of them had access to the savings product before this pilot. And so like alternatively, like if you have some idle capital sitting there, like what do? You put it under the mattress, but this is a country that's got at least like 6% annual inflation for the past 30 years. So then you're just losing value just by having that money sitting there. You can put it into like a rotating savings group, like a Rosca or a Tontine, which is like a fine option, but it's not liquid, right? Like you need to wait for your turn to get that money out. So you can't cash out whenever you want. And you're also not generating interest. Right? This is it's like a community savings product. Um, or you can actually pay someone to hold that money for you, just as like kind of like putting it in the bank. It's secure, but they're actually charging you money to hold. They're charging you to hold that money, so it's a negative savings rate on top of the inflation loss. Um, so the partner that we worked with in Cameroon called Ijara, they acquired an asset manager license from the central bank, and then they were able to purchase government bonds. So these are government of Cameroon treasury bonds, yielding like 6-7% a year. And then typically, like the minimum ticket size to buy a bond it comes out to about 1,500 US dollars. It's a million CFA. Um, and so obviously that's not affordable for your average person in Cameroon. But with blockchain, they were able to tokenize it and then fractionalize it infinitely small. So that way, you and I can just go on a mobile app and purchase like $5 of the Cameroonian bond and then yield 7% on our savings. And it's all in your phone. It's secure. You know that like it's not going to disappear on you overnight. It's traceable through blockchain. So this is something that they did. The pilot reached, well, now it's over 25,000 people, over $500,000 has been deposited just as a savings product. Um, yeah, 46% of people that were using this product were first-time savers. So first time they've actually accessed the savings product. So yeah, just like a really, really fascinating use case where people talk about real world asset tokenization and things like that, right? Like that's been kind of a buzzy thing for the past, I guess maybe let's say 2 years. Um, but there hasn't really been a clear use case for it, at least let's say in like the global north, where you have like ETFs, you have easily tradable equities and bonds. But in markets where you don't have that liquidity, in markets where you don't have the ability to easily get in and out of products, like tokenization is actually extremely, incredibly useful. And so that's what we've proven out here in Cameroon.